Slave Nation on the Beaten Path. Today is Sunday, no, September. I think we're in September. No, today is September 16th. So everyone just lost a month. So welcome to Slave Nation. Today is September 16th, 2018. And Slave Nation is on the Beaten Path. Since I got confused, I'm already blowing it. Today we're going to have a really good show. We're going to be celebrating Kiss King's birthday. Happy birthday, Kiss King. Kiss King is like one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. I even like him better than Putin, which is really amazing because Putin is really something. So that just tells you how great Kiss King is. We're also going to be starting a new segment. I'm going to bring but first we're going to be doing mail call again, because you all know how I love mail call and I get the craziest mails. So we're going to go over mail call. And then we're also going to be starting a new segment and where we're going to be bringing literature to you. And I have a story that Rick the writer wrote, and it's just a short story, and I'll be reading that later. We're going to have mail call, and we're also going to be talking about dominance and all the things they do. And I thought, what a good dominant is, and I thought this was a good thing to bring into the show today since we're celebrating his king's birthday, because he's a really excellent master, and he's always there for everyone, and he sets a very good example for what masters should do, whether you're owned by him, you're not owned by him. He's not just a good person and a good friend, but a good master, and he does all the right things. So we're going to be just kind of weaving that in there, giving him a little perks and props. As you know, he's the one that started the station, Beaten Path, and he started up, and then Trev came over, and I was here with Slave Nation, and then we got Trev, and then Yitzi signed on, and then we have Lou who helps us out a lot with his website, One Rule Supersedes, and the Me line. So we have a lot going on, and the station just keeps getting bigger. And then we have Loyal Brute who keeps helping us promote the show, and we want to send a shout out and thanks for that. So there's a lot going on the Beaten Path, and we're just going to kind of celebrate that today as while we're celebrating Kiss King. So now we're going to get the party started. You all can calm down because I didn't really pick the music. I went to Kiss King and we got some of his favorite songs. But before we do that, everyone knows how I love the birthday music. Absolutely love the birthday music. And I have some of my favorite birthday songs. So we're going to play a birthday song, and then we're going to go to some of his music, and we're just going to have a really good, fun, low-key time today. And I don't know where that wonderful birthday song is. It makes me so mad. But there's other birthday songs, so we don't have to worry about it. So we'll go with and I have so many. We're going to go with AC/DC first. Birthday song, and then we're going to go ahead and go to Type O Negative, Love You to Death, and that's one of Kiss King's favorite songs. So you guys are kind of getting a treat today because I didn't pick the music, and we'll be back after Birthday Song and Love You to Death by Type O Negative. path. So, okay, that was the song I was looking for. I think it's the most hysterical birthday song in the world. And every year when I have a birthday, I can really identify with that. And it just, I don't know. It's a really good song, but it's really kind of sad. I'm not sure. Maybe later on we'll play the Viking birthday song, which is even more depressing. Now, before we get started, we have several birthday wishes from people that have written in, and I just have to pull them up. You think I'd be prepared, but you should know by now. I'm not, and sometimes I am. Okay, before we start, we're gonna read Yitzy's birthday wish, and his show will be on Saturday, September 22nd at 5 p.m. Eastern. So everyone tune into Yitzy. Oh, such a spaz. Okay. And Yitzy says, happy birthday and many more years of health and happiness from DJ Yitzy. So that's from Yitzy, and thank you, Yitzy, for sending that in, and that's out to Kiss King. So now I'm going to continue on with the show. Now, a lot of you don't know this, but we spend hours upon hours upon hours, and you would never know by all the mistakes I make and everything. And Kiss King is so patient. He helps me with this all the time. And he guides me and coaches me and gets very frustrated with me because I'm me. But he really has the patience of a saint because he continues to help me with all this stuff, regardless of all my mess ups. So it's we do put so that's you know a good master has patience, but he has patience beyond anyone I've ever seen before, and I could really frustrate him, and I really have to give it to him and thank him for putting up with me because I've called him all the time, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore, and major panic attacks, and he's very organized, and he's always there to help everyone, and he helps me put it all together and get it together, and he puts in just as much work on this show, if not more, than I do. Not to mention, keeping the station going and all that other stuff. So this is some things that probably the audience should know kind of how it runs, and not that you really care, because I know sometimes I watch those television shows and I'm like, no, 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 don't show me how it's done because I don't want to know. It like takes the magic away. It's like when they show you those special effects and everything. It's just awful. So now you're being tortured with knowing what goes on behind the scenes. So that's some of the things, and so a good master has a lot of patience. So for you gals out there, Kiss King has the patience of Job. He puts up with me on a daily basis. It's so sweet. Um, and the patience is because slaves, we can get sidetracked and we can do just get off on a tangent and get sidetracked, and well, especially me, I flitter about from one thing to another. And yes, Job had a big wiener too, enormous. So I guess you can say Job and Kiss King are very much alike. I don't know. Kiss King could even be a descendant of Job's. Who knows? Patience and big wiener. So there you go. Um, we have a lot going on. So I want to get some of his music in because you know we all like to hear things that now granted, and plug your ears, Kiss King. His music is not as good as the music I choose out. So we're just gonna let you have fair warning there. And actually, but he does help me pick out a lot of music too. So you guys are very lucky there. So some of his other music that he likes, he likes AC/DC Night of the Long Knives, and he also likes Led Zeppelin. So he gave me free reign to pick out Zeppelin songs for him. So we're going to go ahead and play Night of the Long Knives, and then I picked out a Zeppelin song, and I can't even really pronounce it. It's Braun Y.R. Stomp. I'm not even sure what that means. I'm probably not even saying it right, but I just heard it and I kind of liked it. So we're gonna go ahead and go with that, and then we're going to go with we're gonna play 3 songs. Then when we come back, I'm gonna read a little bit of mail, and then we're gonna fluff up Kiss King's ego again, because that's another thing about masters is even though they're patient, they like a lot of ego fluffing. Yes, and a lot of weenie fluffing too. I'm sure Job did it as well, Kiss King. So here we go. We're gonna play AC/DC, some Zeppelin, and then a Def Leppard song, and we'll be right back. Oh, For those of you that don't know, we're also streaming live on YouTube, and Tilly and Poopsie, those are my dogs, have been joining the show with me, and they're stealing it because they're so darn cute. Oh my gosh, I just love them so much. So I'm going to go ahead and go to mail call because every week, someone sends me something ever oh so delightful. And I like to bring it to you and share. So I have someone, his name is Frankie J, and he starts out and it's oh, I gotta read from the bottom. It's like a Chinese book here. My name is ENGR Franklin David from Cupertino, California, United States, currently working on a contract project in Malaysia. I will be concluding my project on the 28th of September 2018, and I would like to go on a three-week vacation with you. I'm willing to pay for our time together, and for your safety, you can choose a lovely vacation location for us. I checked your profile and I like you and want to have fun with you. I'm waiting for your reply. Well, I don't think he checked my profile clearly enough because I have travel down as a hard limit. So he really didn't look at my profile. And I just said, hit me up when you return. And then I asked him, why do you want to go on vacation when you just be coming back from being away from home? And he says, she just broke up our 4-year relationship while I'm here working. It's so heartbreaking. That's why I really need this vacation. And I said, maybe you need to take some time to yourself to heal. And he said, this vacation is what I really need to heal. So, and then I asked him, how many other women have you asked? And he didn't respond, but clearly he didn't read my profile because I'm not big on travel. Travel is not my thing, and going to the big town is enough excitement for me. So we have that. Then I heard from Halter One, HALTER number 1. He says, hi, I'm looking for a sub. I can't even read this. Oh my gosh. This is so awful. I'm looking for a sub toilet pig. Is that your place? And so I responded with a big fat fib. No, I prefer to have a sub toilet pig. Is that your place? He hasn't responded back to me. I don't know. Some of this is just so devastating when they don't respond back to you. We're gonna go to this one. I think I have this other guy contacting me, Darkest Master Z, but I really think it's 10-inch suck job. So I have another one from NRS, BP, and BPS and BS. Good afternoon. How are you doing today? Do you happen to have any experience doing blood pressure? Do you enjoy cosplay? And I just responded, I hate having my blood pressure taken because I do. I hate having the blood pressure taken more than anything in the world. It's awful. I get really happy when they want to draw blood, but bring out that blood pressure cuff, and I'm so upset. And then he says, how would you enjoy pumping up a man's blood pressure? And I told him, nope, not my gig. Then the maniac comes out with another one of my least favorite things in the world. I mean, I really hate these things with a passion. I mean, they smell bad. They make icky sounds. They're ugly. I know people all over the world love them, and they are often a birthday accessory, but I do not. He asked me, do you enjoy balloons? Do you like to use your voice to please? And so I just and now I'm really upset because I really don't like balloons. And I told him, I hate balloons. Is there something you want? I guess I was a little mean because he did not answer me. And that was the end of that. Then I got a nice message from, I don't know, some number, 143085560. All it says is, I suck your boobs. And I'm not sure in what world that's appropriate, but and just so everyone knows, he was not sucking my boob. He was not. And then I had another one. I mean, I know you're all jealous. I know you're all jealous. From BITCHBOY Tino, TINO. And he says, you are a fine woman. I like dating women that only service big, strong, well-hung men. I like to take you shopping for slutty outfits that big studs want you in. So I gave the only correct response would be, I prefer Ulta. And he responds with, what is Ulta? And I told him, world's best makeup store ever. And then he says, right, okay, because he just offered to take me shopping. Then he comes up with, get to know me a bit, see if we click. If we have same interests, then we go shopping. So the guy's clearly a tease. Clearly a tease. I don't know. So, but I'm gonna save the best for last because it's I'm quite sure it's 10-inch sex job. And Kiss King says he must be from India. Show boob, bobs, do milk now. Hysterical. Anyway, so those are some of my emails that I get. Swirls is not here, unfortunately. She's off doing that work thing again. But she has someone who emails her all the time, and he wants to lick her butt. So I mean, we really attract them, and I don't know why. So okay, we're gonna go back on talking now because I like to switch back and forth and bob around and we're gonna talk about another thing that makes a good master is he does his research. He investigates things. He's knowledgeable. If he doesn't know something, he finds the answer. Um, he takes responsibilities very seriously. So, and you're wondering, how does this tie into Kiss King's birthday party? Well, for those of you that don't know our station owner, Kiss King, see what happens when you show your butt online. I'm not showing my butt online. Oh my gosh. Okay. So for those of you that don't know Kiss King, he's very knowledgeable. And those of you that have listened to me, you know me fairly well, and you know I don't know a lot of things and have to find them out. And I'm always like, some things confuse me. So I go to Kiss King for the answer. And if he doesn't have the answer, he usually finds it for me. So that's really nice. And it's a quality of a good dominant, a good master is they find the answers of stuff and they do their research, they do their homework. They're not irresponsible. They take, they take responsibility very seriously. So I just want everyone to know all the good qualities of the person we're celebrating today. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and read another birthday greeting. And while I'm reading it, you can all see if you can figure out who sent this. There once was a DJ called Kiss King. With his voice, he made women's thighs ring ring. They tune in and declare no one else could compare to the silver-tongued devil so charming. Anyone know who that's from? Happy birthday from Emma. Thank you for sending that in, Emma. So I hope you like that. We're going to go on, and One of the things I have in here, and I like it, and it's really, I find some morbid stuff, and I'm sure you're not really shocked about that because you've been listening long enough. One of the things I found, and I used to sing this all the time, and I'm looking for, um, it's the Viking birthday song, and well, here we're gonna have techno Viking, but it's pretty good, and then we're gonna go on with some more of Kiss King's music selections, and he likes a Deep Purple, Perfect Strangers, and a Def Leopard Animal. And then I think I have another. I don't have the title on it, so I think it's another Led Zeppelin song. So we're gonna celebrate some more birthday songs, more rock songs, all different kinds of songs, and then we'll come back and I'm going to be reading you a short story that I got from Rick, the writer, on FetLife, and he has given me a bunch of his short stories, and we're going to be turning this into a new segment of story time. And if it works out, he's written some novels, so he sent me his novels to my email. If it works out, then I'm going to also be doing just like a story time. Maybe once a week I'll pre-record it and throw it on, and then we'll have a never-ending story. So, and of course we're going to be looking for more writings from people in the lifestyle community. And if you have something you want to submit, send it to me at Slave Nation Radio. Get your stuff read. Before we continue on, I should say I have to pull up the email stuff because I want to say if you like his writings, he has given me I'll post it on FetLife because you all know how to get to FetLife. I'll post where you can get his writings if you like them and enjoy them, and you can go friend them and all that other good stuff. So for now, we're going to go back to more birthday songs, and then we'll be back, and maybe Tilly and Poopsie will come and wave at you guys some more and dance with me. Happy birthday, Kiss King. And we have Tilly here with me. She's enjoying the show, and she wishes Kiss King a happy birthday. And he always gives me grief about my dogs. He says they're not my children, but they are. I love them so much. And we're going to continue on. I have more mail for you. Now, this one is from Darkest Master Z. And it's going to be kind of, I guess, it's going to, well, I'm going to have to abbreviate the words and stuff because he has rather a foul mouth. And I'm quite sure, I'm just, and I asked him, but he said no. But anyway, I'm pretty sure this is 10-inch suck job. But he goes by Darkest Master Z. He says, you need to be sucking and effing my hard penis, but he didn't say penis, as I command you, Debbie. And I asked him, and why is that? And he says, I want your mouth and tongue all over my hard penis. But again, he didn't say penis. Then he said, I said, but why? Do you tell other slaves that? And then he says, Debbie, I want you stripped naked on all fours. Me effing you from behind. And I told him, you don't even know me. And then he says, Debbie, what are your kinks? And I told him, tell me the truth. Are you really 10-inch suck job? And he says, no, I am not. I told him, you sounded awful lot like him. And then I asked him, how many other slaves do you say this stuff to? And then he asked me what my kinks were again. He said, Debbie, list your kinks. And I told him, and I told him it wasn't kinks. It was the dynamics of the relationship, because kinks are just a bonus. It's really the master-slave relationship and the structure and the definite roles and the close bond you have with the person. And then he says, when I'm effing you, Debbie, from behind and holding your hair, watching my hard penis, and again he didn't say penis, in and out of your, and then he said to see you next Tuesday, what will you be saying then? And I didn't answer him. And then he said that I will F him. And then he said nothing else, because I asked him, what makes you think you're worthy? I'm positive this is 10-inch suck job. And these males are much better with Swirls here because she can read all the potty words. But as you can see, I'm contacted by many, many charming people. And it shocks me how people think that is okay. And he is a very eloquent gent, Aug16. I just don't know how I can pass that up. I'm clearly not thinking clearly. Anyway, so now we're gonna go to Rick the writer, and he's on FetLife, and he writes short stories, and he's written a couple novels, and I read several of his short stories, and I'll be bringing them to you. And some of them have a little oh geez, a little more forward language than I generally use. And since I'm going to do my best to read it, since Swirls is not here, but it's something I really struggle with. And this is called Bearing All I Am. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do. Now, remember, this is fantasy and it's fiction and all that. So some of the things are not totally safe and all that other stuff and rational. So just remember, it's fiction, it's a story, and don't get all twisted up. And it says, It's called Burying All I Am. Who am I? What do I want to be? How did I come to this place and point in my life? Have you ever asked yourself those questions? I have, but have never answered them because of many reasons, not the least of which is I fear of learning the answers. My name is Ariel. My mother saw The Little Mermaid in 1989 and spent the night in deep conversation with my father to be. I'm the result of that conversation. I was conceived sometime during the talk and born in 1990. As luck and genes would have it, my fate was sealed when she saw me emerge with a head full of red hair and exclaimed, Ariel! The next 26 years are non-descriptive. I grew, I attended school, and did all the things girls do. Well, almost all. At the appropriate time, I found my chest was expanding and did so until I sported a fine set of breasts, round and firm, complete with reddish areolae from which my nipples protruded. Nipples, I might say, that are quick to respond to the slightest hint of stimulation. The rest of me went through developmental changes as well. I'm now about 5'5" and 115 pounds. As the song goes, I'm broad where a broad is meant to be broad, even if I'm an inch shorter and a few pounds heavier than the broad in the song. I gotta scroll up now. Just a minute. Pause. Shortly after my 15th birthday, my mom needed to comfort a hysterical me. I had bled for the first time and was sure I was about to die. It took her a godly amount of time to calm me down and then explain what was happening. It was the first of a series of talks designed to give me the facts of life and how I needed to deal with those facts. I have often wondered if I should have skipped some of those talks, as they may have colored my outlook on life and actually hindered my development in other ways. I have done some necking and heavy petting. Boys, men have seen my nipples become erect and heard me moan. I was, however, still a virgin at 26. I'm sure I was considered odd and vanilla. I completed college and had a few non-descriptive jobs while trying to figure out just what I wanted to do. About 18 months ago, I decided I want to practice law of all things. I am now employed as a paralegal, saving my money and planning on applying for law school in the fall. I've made new friends at the law firm where I work. That almost leads me to here and now. A week ago, a coworker named Jennifer mentioned a birthday party was being planned for Monica, another coworker, who was about to cross the 30 line. She invited me to go, and I accepted. The party was to be held at a bar some of them frequented that I had never been to. Jennifer said I should feel free to bring a date. I said I had no one to ask. She said a problem, as it would be a mixed group and there would be plenty of people to meet and mingle with. Oh, I lost my spot. Okay, plenty of mingle with. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. I've got it. The bar was an eye-opening experience. It has a party room that had been reserved for the occasion. Several of us had entered as a group. My companions had been there before and quickly started to mingle. I stood inside the doorway and now my jaw had dropped wide open. While I gaped, I felt a hand touch my waist and a voice whisper in my ear. New to the scene? I turned to find I was face to chest with the most gorgeous hunk I had ever seen. He must have been at least 6'3" and appeared rock solid. I looked up into a broadly grinning face. He had dark, dreamy eyes and a shock of longish black hair. He was wearing a very tight V-necked shirt and super well-fitting jeans. I felt my heart pick up its pace, and a bit of an ache develop south of the border. Yes, squeaked out of my mouth. Hi, my name is Quinn. I'm Monica's twin brother. They knew we were twins, but expected two girls. I threw them a curve, but they stuck to their naming choice. Who are you? His rapid delivery tossed me off a bit until I finally stammered. I'm Ariel. He looked at my red hair and laughed. The little mermaid. I blushed. Don't be embarrassed. It fits you perfectly. I bet you would look divine in one of her outfits. It would work perfectly in here, don't you think? As he waved an arm around the room. Stammering again, I managed to get out. I suppose. You see, the bar was in fact a fetish kink hangout, and were in the playroom. What had I gotten myself into? It's now a few hours late after the party broke up, and I think I'm about to enter a new phase of my life and perhaps starting to answer my questions. Nothing actually happened in the party room. Quinn and I seemed to hit it off, and I spent almost all of the evening talking and getting to know each other, at least verbally. I'm not sure just when he invited me to his apartment. He must have, and I must have accepted because that's where we are now. I got a bit of a booze buzz, but not enough to let me say I don't know what I'm doing. Quinn and I are into some heavy duty petting and kissing. He's gotten my nipples standing at attention, and I seem to have lost enough reserve to use my hands to awaken his cock, as I can easily feel it grow inside his jeans. He lifts his face to mine and says, "It's been a long night. How about a shower to help you stay awake and we can visit some more?" I find myself nodding yes. I'm led to the bathroom, and it's a large walk-in shower complete with waterfall shower head. I do not object when he strips me before getting rid of his clothes. He turns on the shower and adjusts the temperature before leading me inside. The water is an elixir. It is his hand it and his hands caress me. He lathers me from head to foot, and I do the same for him. Our bodies slide over each other. His hands squeeze and knead my breast. His mouth molds itself to mine, and his tongue is soon dancing with mine as we slide over each other and twirl under the flowing water. I hear a moaning sound, and I realize it's me. One hand leaves its breast and finds its way between my legs. I open it, and two fingers are soon rubbing me and delving into my most private area. The other hand leaves its breast, and an arm circles around me. The fingers of that hand find and enter my butt as the arm pulls us closer. I am quivering. I want more. I want him. I force my hands between our bodies and find his cock, while he massages and probes and strokes and squeezes. I'm not prepared for his releasing me and turning off the water. He leads me from the shower and dries me with a towel from the warmer rack. Radiant I am, relaxed I am not. Don't move, he says. It has the sound of command. I obey. He leaves me there and goes into the bedroom. He's back in a second and is holding what appears to be a collar and leash. He fastens the collar around my neck and uses the leash to lead me into the bedroom. He taps the bed and I obediently hop on it. I lay face down. He turns me over and tells me to spread eagle myself. I do, and I'm rewarded with my arms and legs being fastened. My legs are stretched out to the side to the point of almost being painful. My arms are above my head and out as well. I'm completely defenseless and at his mercy. The leash is removed, the collar stays on. He is now astride. We're going to cut here and I'll be right back. I need to go to a commercial. Hello? Hey, what's going on? Oh, oh no, I'm just in the computer room. Yeah, that's right. You okay? What? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm good. Just hanging around the house. I have my doctor's appointment Monday. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. I forgot that. Hold on. I don't know what day it is ever. I know. So what did you do this weekend? Oh, cool. Maybe during the week. I have about $10 in my purse. Yeah, I know. I know. and I gotta turn that on. Okay, so we have another birthday greeting, and then I'm gonna get back to my story. I'm terribly sorry we were interrupted, but that was my bubby on the phone, and I needed to take my brother's call. Anyway, we have happy birthday to Kiss King. This comes from Ronus, and he says we should hear the story on how he got his nick. Well, I know the story, but I'm probably not going to tell it as elaborately as Kiss King would. But he got his nick from a song, and I actually have that song, but you need to ask him permission if I can play it because I was only given permission to play it once. And if he says yes, I'll get it out and I'll play it for you, and then you can hear the song that gave Kiss King his nickname. But you have to talk to him about that, and I'm going to continue on with the story. So he leaves, okay, leads me in the bedroom. He taps the bed and I obediently hop on. I lay face down. He turns me over and tells me to spread eagle. I do, and I'm rewarded with my arms and legs being fastened. My legs are stretched out to the side to the point of almost being painful. And my clit is not hard. Stop that. My arms are above my head and out as well. I am completely defenseless and at his mercy. The leash is removed. The collar stays on. He is now astride my waist, and his hands are once more exploring and probing me. My nipples are rigid. I ache with need. I'm getting wet. He eases down to kneel between my legs. He bends down. He is licking me. His tongue is probing me. I feel what must be a building orgasm. I have nothing to go on. I just know I have never felt this sensation before. He is again sprawled over me. Our mouths are crushed together. I taste myself as his tongue plays with mine. He is back between my legs. He uses an arm and hand to lift my hips. His other hand strokes me between my outstretched legs. Oh, yes, my little mermaid, you are ready, I hear him say. I can look down and see his hand take hold of his massive cock. It's dripping from the tip. He rubs it against my clit. He slides it into me ever so gently. Slowly he pushes in. Slowly he withdraws. He repeats this again and again. I can tell he is going a bit deeper each time. Suddenly I feel my resistance to his further penetration. I feel a sharp pain. I am no longer a virgin. Who am I? I am Ariel, and I swim in a sea of bliss. What do I want to be? All that I can as I explore my new self. How do I come to this time and place? I went to a birthday party not knowing it would be my rebirth. I have bared all, and I will do so again and again with a beautiful Dom named Quinn. The end. So I hope you all enjoyed that. And I'm gonna go check the yes, another Harlequin romance, Ronus. And I am going to play the song. Thanks, Kiss King. So yeah, because I promised I would only play it the one time. So we're gonna go. Well, we'll go to some more of Kiss King's songs that he's picked out for his birthday extravaganza. I hope you're all having a birthday drink or a birthday joint or a birthday candy or some cake or something delicious and enjoying it in the festivities. And we're going to have happy birthday from the Joker. And then we have a song picked by Kiss King. And then I'm going to find the Kiss King song. And then we have some more Led Zeppelin. And you're just going to have a great old time. And I will let you know when the Kiss King song is, or he'll probably let you know. So we'll be back in a few moments. Welcome back to Slave Nation on the Beaten Path. That was the song from where Kiss King got his name. Now, I'm not exactly sure the story about it. I just know that's how he picked his name, is he liked that song from Pigface called Kiss King. There you have it. So I have another birthday greeting I must go get. And this one was sent from our very own Vanilla Swirls. Happy birthday, Kiss King. How can I tell you how wonderful you are? You are always the first person to help with a problem and the last person who would turn their back to you. You are an awesome friend and a fantastic person. May your day be as amazing as you are. P.S. Your poop sock will be ready soon. Much love, Vanilla Swirls. That's special, getting your very own poop sock. Can't get any better than that. Okay, so we're going to go back and we're going to play some more of his music. I picked out another Led Zeppelin song, and then we're going to have a Pantera, Planet Caravan, and then Suicidal Tendencies, Pledge Your Allegiance, and then we're going to have another birthday song, and then we'll be back and I will flap my jaws some more. So here we go. need to explain the poop sock. Now, it's going to be so hard to get through. The oh my gosh. The poop sock is a very sophisticated piece of equipment. Um, so Swirls and I were out and we're sitting on the porch, and we often sit on the porch. And there are some foul-mouthed young children that live across the street, and they say some of the most vulgar things, and they also are just really odd characters. Anyway, so and you know it's bad when you're being called an odd character on a BDSM radio talk show. So we're listening to these kids, and they're always saying something hysterical. I'm sorry. Anyway, so it's awful. So the kids are running around, and they're running around, and kids yelling, I can't say it. It's so awful. I'm gonna hit you with my poop sock, and don't hit me. And the other kid's going, don't hit me with the poop sock. And it's literally a sock filled with poop. They are swinging around, trying to hit each other with. And I'm sorry. It's who would have thought to put oh my gosh, who would have thought to put poop in a sock except for these children across the street? And and so they were chasing each other with the poop sock. Anyway, we just found this poop sock hysterical, and so we're like, we need to start manufacturing poop socks and sell them. So the patent on the poop sock is coming out, but I've taken this even a step further. I hope none of you steal my idea because it's very clever. I have now invented the poop sock holster. So what the poop sock holster is, because you have your sock filled with poop that you swing and hit people with. Now, the poop sock holster is you put this on your belt like a regular gun holster. This will allow you to grab the poop sock in an instant and whack someone. And just grab that poop sock and just give them a good whack. Anyway, the holster is going to be shaped like a shoe. How clever is that? So you will have a shoe holster and put your poop sock in it. Now, also, I came up with a way to cut cost for making the poop sock, because you all know the problem of when you you all know the problem with when you do your laundry, how you come out with one sock and the other sock has disappeared. So I do not love guys to whack off with a poop sock. Anyway, so you don't even have to have money for your initial investment, because think about it. First of all, you can go to all your neighbors and ask them if you could have their spare single socks. So now you're getting your socks for free. And as those of you who have been watching YouTube, you see I have 2 dogs who can make their very own poop. Free socks, free poop, free invention. You just manufacture it and sell it. The only thing you have to come up with is the holster. You have to pay money to make the holsters. But you might be able to find people who have lost a shoe, get their old shoes, turn it in, and make some kind of belt loop, put it on the belt, put the poop sock in the poop sock holder, and you're set to go. And yes, I could also go to the laundromat and fish for socks under the dryers. No startup costs, basically. So there you have the story with the poop sock. And clearly you can see Vanilla Swirls and I have too much time on our hands because we are still talking about the poop sock, and it's still funny. A year, it might even be a year and a half later. It never gets old. The poop sock never gets old. And now, and I know Kiss King is terribly excited because he's going to get his very own poop sock for his birthday, a birthday poop sock. How terribly exciting. Okay, all that I'm still laughing. It's hard to keep a straight face when you talk about poop socks. So we're going to go back to some music now. Now that you all know the story of the poop sock. Um poop Ronus is asking if it will be an extra large poop sock. Um and yes, Austin 7 is a bit stinky but never old. They will come in multiple sizes because if you're going to give a child a poop sock, you want to give them something that's going to fit their hand, but you would want it on a longer thing so they can have further range. So it will come in various sizes depending on how you want to use your poop sock. So if you have more questions, send them to slavenationradio@gmail.com, and all your poop sock questions will be answered. If you want to order one early, send in your orders now because um send in your orders now because I'm sure they're going to sell out quick. It's going to be a hotter item than the pet rock. So just think about that. Think how many pet rocks sold, and the poop socks are going to do so much better. So much better. Get yours now while supplies last. And we're going back and we're going to play some more money for Kiss King. And I do hope you're enjoying his birthday. Now we're going to go to Pantera. We're going to go to Suicidal Tendencies. And then we're going to play a birthday song and some more typo. And then we'll be back. I need a break from the poop sound. It's so I know at my age this should not be funny, but I'm sorry. Bathroom humor never goes out of style. And we'll be back in a couple moments. right now. For those of you that don't know, I have full-on mascara from talking about the poop sock. And for those of you that also don't know this, Kiss King has an excellent, excellent sense of humor. And the other day, I forgot to tell him this because he's got mascara in my eyes again. But the other day, I was talking to him and he had me laughing so hard. And I had to meet up with someone for lunch. And I went to get in my car and I went to drive off to go have lunch. And I look in the car and I have big old raccoon eyes because I was laughing so hard. I teared up and my makeup smudged all over my face. So I was late to getting to lunch and had makeup all over my face and a really good laugh. So it was worth it. It was well worth it. But it was very funny if you ever talk to him. So and him and Ronus, for those that are listening, they are going on and on and on in the rooms saying the most perverted things that we just don't talk about on Slave Nation. And of course, you all know I'm joking on that one too. But they are saying outrageous things like they're innocent and sweet and well, they're sweet, but they're not innocent. There's no way they are innocent. Anyway, so we're going to continue with. I just want everyone to know that Kiss King has a really good sense of humor, and that is another good quality of a dominant. Is they have a good sense of humor and they can laugh. If they can't laugh, that would be a serious red flag, and I would run because a dominant without a sense of humor has to be pretty miserable deep down inside. If you can find an innocent dominant, there is also another problem. These Ronus and Kiss King are saying they're innocent. They are not innocent. Two the biggest pervs I know, and they know it. But that's good. That's what we're looking for. Masters that are big pervs. So we want to get some more of Kiss King songs in. We have a few more to play. Night is winding down. I want to throw in some more birthday songs. I have some really awesome birthday songs that I just all kinds of things. So I want to play some more of the birthday songs, and we have Warlock. I think the next one might be another Led Zeppelin because he said he liked them, and I had free reign to pick the Zeppelin stuff I like. We also have another Type O because he really likes Type O. Negative, it's Summer Girl. And I'm going to tell you, and none of you will be surprised that know me. He kept telling me he wants the band version. I was like, okay, well, I'm thinking to myself, what other kind of version is it? They wrote it. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Get the band version. I thought he was saying band, BAND version, not the band, like banned in all 217 countries around the world. So I'm sitting here. I'm like, well, what other? I'm thinking, what other version is there than the version that the band wrote? But he wanted the band BANNED version, which we came across, and we're going to be playing that next because I finally got it right. It is not the version that the band wrote, but a band version that you can't see or hear everywhere. And we're going to play some more birthday songs, and I hope this gives you a little insight to Kiss King because he's a really wonderful person, and I'm so glad he was born, and I'm so glad to know him. And we have this wonderful station because of him, and we get to all get together and act silly and meet new people and make new friends and bond and learn new topics. Where else are you going to learn about a poop sock? You get to, but we also discuss serious things. But today is just a fun, lighthearted day, and some music that he likes, gathered with some people that he likes, and just having a good time. So here's some more Type O negative. The band made it, and it is the band version. Here you go. on Kiss King's birthday. I'm so glad that he can make this show for him, for that he could show up for the show and he had time and he was able to stay awake. I want to give him my birthday wish, which I hope you have a really wonderful year and that it's full of joy and happiness and I don't upset you too much and make you pull out your hair too much. I mean, you have a few hairs left, so we're safe. Um, I just wish you all the happiness in the world because you're a really special person to me. And like I said, I was really serious when I said you're one of my favorite people in the whole world. I really love you a lot, and I'm so glad I've met you. And you make life a joy, and you're just a really, really special, wonderful person. And I hope everyone else gets to know just how wonderful you are. So back to more birthday music. And regardless of what he says, he does like nuts. I know this because I sent him nuts. Okay. So back to birthday songs. Welcome back to Slave Nation on the Beaten Path. And we're winding down. We have a few more songs to play, but we also have another birthday greeting. Happy birthday to Kiss King on his glorious day. All the best from Wandering Biker. Thank you, Wandering Biker. So we haven't heard from him so long. He has a new slave and he's out doing happy things with her. But that was his wish. Let me read it again. Happy birthday to Kiss King on his glorious day. All the best, Wandering Biker. And we have more songs. So we have 009 Sound System with a Spirit. So we're going to listen to that. And then we have another birthday song. Well, no, we're going to listen to that. And then we're going to listen to, this is my favorite one that Kiss King introduced me. And for him, I'm going to give him a better, wait, here we go. Wait, I'm going to get my arms flapping and everything. Quack! That's for him. That's for Kiss King. And we're gonna play the song Can You Quack? You'll get it when you hear it. Can you quack like a duck? And then we're gonna have another birthday song, and then our birthday extravaganza will be wrapped up. So here we go. 009 Sound System with a Spirit. we're wrapping things up here, winding down for the evening of Kiss King's birthday extravaganza. Before we go, okay, I've ended with two songs that Kiss King gave me that are just hysterical. I mean, just absolutely a riot. He knows the kind of music I like, so he's really funny. But I'd like to say that Kiss King is everything a dominant should be. He's kind and thoughtful, strict and stern, very definite, no nonsense type of person. He doesn't jump into things, he researches them. He's a well rounded person, and he has an excellent sense of humor. Excellent, excellent. I hope he has the best birthday ever. Next year's is better. The year is a wonderful time for him, and all good things happen. So, oh gosh, I'm reading what you guys are writing in the room. I'm not looking. Anyway, so we're going to leave off with two songs that Kiss King found for me, and then we're going to go to the outro, and I'll play some more mainstream music for all of you to continue visiting and everything with. Happy birthday, Kiss King. I hope it's the best day ever. Hope tomorrow's better and each day following that. So, on that note, thank you everyone for tuning in and making it a wonderful show. I know it was kind of silly and we didn't, we jumped around, we played a lot of music and everything, but you made it really special. And I really appreciate everyone showing up, sending in your birthday wishes, and always being there. And on that note, I'm going to quack and start this song up. Quack! Here we go.